David, welcome to Aussie Indian.
Thank you very much.
How is the preparation going for this year's Big Bash?
It's going fantastic. It's our first get together here at Rhodes Shopping Centre, and boys are signing a few autographs and trying to get some people to get on board with the membership, and it's going well.
And you got Chris Gale in your team. That should make a big difference. You and Chris opening, that must be a lot of fun to watch.
It's fantastic. It's a great opportunity, obviously, for both of us to start our campaign with Sydney Thunder and as a family moving forward. And hopefully we can get some fireworks going and entertain the crowd.
Yeah, of course. You have just come back from India. How different it is to play here at the ANZ Stadium as compared to, let's say, Mumbai or Delhi?
Yeah, it's totally different. Obviously, the wickets are a bit slower in India, and I really enjoy playing in India. And you got to come back here, and the wickets are a bit bouncier. And ANZ, it's fortunate enough we've got a short boundary straight, and it's perfect for players like me, Chris, and obviously Usman Khawaja and Philip Hughes as well to try and target those boundaries. And like in India, you got small boundaries all over the place, but here you've only got two specific targets, and you got to try and nail them down.
Dave, have you modelled your batting deliberately to suit the shorter form of the game, 2020 and one days?
Obviously, you got three forms of the game, so when I concentrate on 2020 cricket, I have to model myself on 2020 format. So, I try and hit as many balls as I can, and in a longer form, I try and set myself up. But in a 2020 form, definitely, you only got 120 deliveries you got to face. So, you got to try and make the most of it, score as many runs as you can for the team, and try and hit as many balls out of the park as you can.
Yeah, of course. And of course, many of the purists say that the 2020 is killing the Test cricket and the traditional cricket. What's your opinion on that?
Oh, I don't think it is at all. Obviously at the moment you've got some very, very good talent coming through, and it's the same thing with the IPL, as they say. You've got talent coming through there, but there's players that you wouldn't have known about. So I can actually pinpoint myself as well. If I didn't make my debut in Melbourne, I might not have got that opportunity to play one-day cricket for Australia as well. And hopefully down the track I can play Test cricket, and then I can look back and say that 2020 cricket actually established my career and put me on the map.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you want to still keep playing only the short form of the game, one days and 2020, and is your ambition to play Test cricket in future?
Ambition is definitely to play Test cricket. Want to get that bag of green for Australia, and the only opportunity at the moment is playing 2020 one-day cricket, and to establish myself there, I've got to keep scoring runs there, and then hopefully score runs in Shield cricket for New South Wales, and then try and get picked for the Test cricket.
Mm-hmm. And your stay in India, how was it travelling from one place to another, eating curry and playing cricket?
I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a great country, great place, and I recommend it to anyone to go over there. And taste of different curry food is amazing, because you got different blends of stuff over here, but you can't get that actual taste when you're over there, because it's simply amazing.
Well, 2020 cricket seems to have changed the face of cricket forever, especially if you are inviting some of the overseas players, like you have players of different nationalities playing in the same team. Does it help you understand the other cultures and play better cricket?
It definitely does. Cultures around not just playing, training as well, and what goes on behind the scenes. In India, it's very relaxed, different. In Australia, it can be busy, it can be sharp, it can be excellent. But then all of a sudden, you get other countries coming in, and then you get other ideas, and it's good because when you get other players from other countries, you can actually source out what other players from other teams that are from their countries, what their weaknesses are, which is perfect.
Are you looking forward to this coming summer of cricket when Sri Lanka and India are touring? Would you be putting on your camaraderie with the Indian team and the Sri Lankan team, because Delhi Daredevils had a couple of them in their team?
Yeah, I told Virendra that I'll take him out for dinner a couple of times, and no, it's good. Obviously, I know Mahela Jayawardene, Sangha, and Dilshan as well. So I said to them when they come out, I'm more than happy to show them around Sydney, because I'm sure when I was in Sri Lanka and India, they showed me around their country. So we're all mates, so we'll see how we go.
Mm-hmm. Do you have the team this time around to win the Big Bash?
I think we do. We've got strong top order, and we've got very, very good bowling. We've obviously Dougie, Fidel Edwards, and Chris Gale's going to play an important role with the bat and the ball as well, I find. And we've got young couple of kids, Sean Abbott, and we've got Billsy there as well. So they're guys that we're looking forward to as well, to establishing their careers, and hopefully take wickets and score runs to get us up the top to try and win the Big Bash League.
David, if there is one message you want to send out to your fans in Sydney, what would that be?
You know, get on board and join us and sign up for a membership and come out and see some exciting cricket being played.
David, thanks very much for